We're going to start upgrading things today, and we are not going to stop. Basically, we have a castle to defend, and we've got to do that by any means necessary, whether that's our heroes or our archers or the castle itself. As we kill idiots, we get money. We use money to add archers. Archers shoot idiots and make us more money. Each of the heroes on the wall has their own ability we can use for all sorts of different things. Like when we want to shock everyone, we just put it right there and shock everyone to death, another easy victory. Our castle got stronger, it added a tongue. We can now lick the enemies. As we level up, we can increase our skills like bonus gold, which we probably want a lot of. And we're going to add another archer at the rear. We now have 5 archers, so we're ready for battle. Now we're fighting little zombies that are a little bit quicker. We'll slow these guys out to slow down the wave. We're going to slow the speed down a little bit so we can kind of see what's happening. We're going to launch that right there. I'm not actually sure what this guy's ability is yet. I do enjoy a game that lets you just replay the same thing again and again. So when you want to get really strong, that's all you really have to do. Just keep replaying, grinding. I should see what the tentacle ability does. I haven't even looked at that little guy yet. Suddenly this wave is a lot stronger than it used to be. Not sure what that's about, but we won. I just upgraded my knight that summons the troops. So I think I'm going to do the same for the wizard. We summon 8 thunderstorms. If we level them up, I'm sure that this does it better. Oh, we could buy better versions of them too. This is great. Look at all the cool stuff we're going to buy. So the archers are doing the work out there. I can see it now. So we need to send these guys out at the right time so everyone's in range of the archers. We leveled up something else as well. The idiots aren't making it anywhere close to our tower. That was an easy victory, so that's easy experience. What I'd really like is the wave that I don't really have to do anything on. They'll kind of just mostly take care of itself. That way I could just replay it really quickly. And this might just be the one. Especially when the enemies all bunch up like that makes my job a lot easier because they get melted. I very quickly saved up 2200 gold because I wanted to replace the hooded weirdo. Because if I replace him with the military band, I'll get 10% extra gold instead. And I leveled him up so it's now 11.5 extra gold. In an individual round, that's not a lot, but over time, that's going to add up to a lot of extra gold and therefore upgrades, which make us much stronger again. I'm going to spend 4 points on increased damage for everyone across the board. That way we'll just kill them a little quicker. And then we're going to add another few archers, and then we're going to go on to the next wave, wave 5, which is probably going to be a lot of the same right now, just basic idiots charging, except for that big thing. I didn't expect one of those to come at me. That's a little bit stronger than I thought. He has a laser. I can also replace my tentacle with a trophy that also gets me 10% extra gold. Plus, it just looks really cool. So if we keep replaying the same level, we have more than enough damage to take it out. We can just stack up a bunch of easy upgrades. Plus, if we need to add a little damage, we can just start adding archers because these will pay for themselves over time. They get expensive quickly, but we can also get better upgrades for them. And town archer attack speed can also go up because we now have a lot of archers back there. So instead of using our abilities, the archers will probably do this by themselves at this point. Yup, they sure will. Even the boss now is getting pretty well melted, and we don't actually need to use our abilities currently. So we're just going to get rich using the power of archers. Their attack speed and damage will go up, and the big onion boy will get eviscerated over and over and over again. So let's make the archers a little quicker again because they're going to carry us. We're going to add another 2 of them. We'll give the castle a few upgrades anyway, just because we can. That also makes it tougher, but I can also add more heroes up there if I want more fun abilities like extra gold or experience, which we probably want. I mean, can you ever have too much archer attack speed? Another addition, I'm going to add this guy who's going to give me a 2% bonus experience. Then I think I'm going to add a cannon on the front, which is going to do 100% splash damage. I doubt it's going to attack very often, but it's not going to have to because we're doing a lot of damage elsewhere because we just added 2 entirely separate heroes to our wall and he doesn't even make it to our wall now. More attack speed. Maybe also more archers. That's even better again. They're dying way out there. Super attack speed. He did get an attack off last time. No, he doesn't. I think at this point we're ready for the next wave. So far so good. It's just a bunch of regular morons who are posing very little threat to us. I haven't had to use any of my abilities. Not even close. They died way out there. So let's keep going with that. High speed goblins coming straight towards our wall. Our cannon doesn't even have to fire very often. So far the archers are more than up to the task of murdering these morons. So let's add another damage increase. Another 2.5% damage overall. They're coming in with catapults now. The catapults aren't living long enough to hit our wall yet. We still have a full 250 HP. Easy. I guess we'll take another archer. These are getting expensive, but we might have all the archers we need now. Whatever the case, we've got a lot of them. They attack very quickly and do a decent amount of damage by this point. Enough so that we're just kind of have like a force field here that stops everything dead. This is wave 10, so it might come with a boss fight. I sure hope it does. We just have some little red morons, but they also die. Okay, we got a boss incoming. He's very scary looking. He's got quite a bit of HP. I'm not going to bother to use my abilities because I don't have to. And this might be another spot to just replay and grind up some more golden experience, considering we get a lot and I don't have to do a single thing. After this wave, I very quickly saved up 10,000 gold and 2 levels. So I'm going to give myself a little bonus experience because that's an easy 5% and then more damage. I am curious to see what happens if we add an archer at this point. Okay, one disc gets an upgrade. I think we're going to add Zeus to our castle for 7,500. He's a little bit expensive, but he's going to replace our wizard that had lightning bolts. And it's only $250 to level him up because I'm pretty sure he auto attacks. Yeah, I think he just does his thing automatically because I really don't want to have active abilities. Yep, he just rains down lightning every once in a while, so that's just going to be easy extra damage for us. I found another auto attack guy. He costs 7,500, but he's going to be a bomb. So now I can really just let things play by themselves. Because the archers are going to do a lot of work, Zeus is going to zap them, and every once in a while we're going to send out the little bomb runner to do that, and he blows everything up. We just hit level 17 after killing the big moron once again, so we're going to add archer attack speed ×2 and damage a little more. And then we're going to continue on to the next wave finally, and then make our way towards the next boss, because I think we're up to the task of defeating everything at this point. Everything just seems very strong at this point, so we're just going to keep on going. Wave 12 is probably going to pose very little challenge to us. Our archers themselves are really able to decimate these things. I'm also going to spend some money getting more gold out of every round, because that's going to actually add up quite a bit over time. 10,000 gold spent on getting more gold in the future, but we're getting like a 30% gold bonus now, which is actually huge. Wave 17, we got catapults, we got light green guys, we got blue slimes coming in. Nothing so far is able to get close to the wall though. They all melt as soon as they get into range of the archers. Wave 17, they're getting a little bit closer, and we even got a bigger slime coming in, but I'm pretty sure once he's the focus of everything, he's going to be in trouble. Gonna spend a little bit of money upgrading the castle because I do realize that can sometimes add extra slots for heroes. Yeah, we get 2 extra hero slots now. I'm not going to bother to fill them yet. I need to see how we're doing against the waves before I know what kind of heroes to put there. Basically any of them would help, but for now we're just going to decimate this wave a couple times because this is just good money. Wave 17, the big pink idiots, I think are supposed to be tanks, but given all the damage we have going out, it's no problem at all to absolutely destroy them. Wave 20 already, this one should come with the boss, so we'll see if we can just autoplay through this and make a bunch of money. The boss is coming in right at the very end. That's actually a good thing. We should make lots of experience and gold along the way. He's able to touch our tower but not kill it, so we're fine. So we're getting a little over 2,000 gold every time we defeat this wave. At least until I give myself some extra bonus gold. After investing my money into gold earnings again, we went from about 2,200 per round to 2,700. And since he is actually able to get to my wall, we're going to start putting some archer speed back on. I found another hero, a succubus for 5,000. It's an auto attack, so we're going to use that. And another one, Dorothy's. She summons skeletons every once in a while, and I don't have to do anything. So I was already really strong, and we just added 2 more heroes to the wall. And that's making some of the enemies fight each other. That's sending out those little guys to help slow them down. That's just going to make everything a lot better. He's still able to get to our wall, but that's fine. We'll just calmly move on to the next wave and look for the next boss to grind. Maybe we need more archers, or better archers. It is kind of an absolute rain of arrows that absolutely decimates the waves of idiots already. We're on wave 24. This isn't a boss wave, but they're definitely getting stronger quickly. We're going to see if the archers are up to it. They're getting close to the wall, but we do have a lot of area damage too as they get close. Plus, we have the occasional succubus thing turning enemies against each other, so close yet so far. Speaking of which, we're going to increase our damage another 2.5%. Then it's on to the next boss wave, so we'll see how this one goes. We'll slow it down a little bit so we can take a quick look at everyone dying a horrible death. We've also saved up $15,000 in the background that I hadn't even noticed. One of the things, explosive things, is really strong. We're back to the blue onion. Well, the blue onion should stand very little chance at this point. We've defeated him before. He did make it to our wall. He's using his laser, but he's also extremely dead. I think my archers have earned more attack speed and also $12,000 worth of upgrades, which basically means they get a helmet, but I assume that also adds a lot of damage. And then we're going to move on to wave 26, where idiots should be even stronger again. It's hard to notice at this point though, because they all just kind of die pretty well immediately. Once they start to stack up, it's a little better, but they get in range of my AoE and then they all melt. Wave 29, they're noticeably stronger at this point. They still haven't been able to hit my wall even once, but they're getting closer. So we'll give it a little damage increase. And then find out how strong the next boss is, wave 30. Putting it into slow motion really helps to kind of emphasize how strong we are, because you can really see things just dying before they get anywhere close to doing damage. This wave is fairly long, so it takes a moment for the boss to even make an appearance. We made him fall in love with everyone else for a second, and he smacked one of the other idiots. There's our boss. It's our big green friend again. So far we're only able to do a little bit of damage before he makes it to the wall, but I'm pretty sure once he starts to get close, we'll whittle him down rather quickly. He puts up a pretty good fight. So naturally we're going to add another person that adds skeletons to the fight once in a while. And then probably upgrade the archers a few more times, although those are getting really expensive. But that's just going to be all the better, because we're just going to decimate a little bit more. Another hero has a lot of damage entirely, plus their ability to summon more of these little guys. And that's actually working to keeping the enemies way further back than they were before. The boss still makes an appearance, but we got little skeletons going to scythe him and he's dead. I realized I could just hit replay endlessly with an auto clicker, so I did. Now we have 9 levels and $260,000. So for the 9 levels, I'm going to go for archer attack speed. As for the $260,000, well, let's buy a lot more archers. They're going to get upgraded to red helmets by this point. And the red helmets turn into yellow helmets, so they're stronger than ever. I guess I'll put a few, say $10,000 into my castle itself, which gets a lot bigger and has more room for more heroes. But just for fun, let's replay that one wave to see what all these upgrades are going to do for us. So far, we're absolutely melting the waves of enemies before they get anywhere close to us. Like, a lot. And here come those guys. Those are going to get melted too. The boss will come in at the end of this and hopefully be evaporated himself. I think with the upgrades we just did, that's going to carry us much further. Well, there's the boss and he's dead. Wave 31 should be harder, but I really feel like we're not going to be challenged for a little while. But every wave does get a lot harder, so it might only be 6 waves away when we're back to struggling again. Whatever the case, I'm just going to keep saving up money. We get stuck, all we need is a bit of time, then we're stronger than ever before. These archers are kind of ridiculous at this point though, like they're destroying everyone long before they get anywhere close to me. Wave 34, they were able to get noticeably closer, still not near enough to hit me, but a lot closer. They have their own Grim Reapers now. We're still going to murder absolutely everything. I don't care what it is. Nothing's getting close to me. And while we're at it, let's add a little bit of extra damage. 2.5 extra damage each and every one of those arrows. And there's a lot of arrows. This wave will end with the boss. So we'll see what that boss is and how much of a fight they put up. They've got to get through a lot of arrows. Not to mention all of these auto skills that are just going off by themselves. It's really great having something I don't have to think about or try and manage. Things are better off without my guidance. Here comes the boss. It's a big blue slime and he's dead long before he got to my wall. But I feel like we need more heroes. Here's another auto summoning skeleton archer person. I think the only hero I'm going to buy that has a manual skill is this guy. Increases town archers attack speed. I have a lot of those, and yeah, I'm pretty sure if I upgrade this, they're going to get a bigger attack speed bonus. He's so ordinary looking compared to the rest of them. But this way I don't know much to think about. Everyone auto attacks except him. But when I'm feeling like I'm, getting a little swarmed, I just touch him and then we're going to get even faster firing archers. Then I'm pretty sure nothing's going to stand up to that. Wave 39 ends without any problem at all. You can't have problems when you got this much damage, and we're going to increase it again. This is wave 40, so it's going to end with the boss. We will be able to see the boss for at least a few seconds, but as soon as he appears, I'm also going to activate my arrow power. He'll be making an appearance any second now. As soon as he does, we're going to evaporate him. You're not the boss. You're not the boss. There he is. Okay, arrow power, go, and he's dead. That's crazy strong. And it's still pretty cheap to actually upgrade that further, and the more we do this, the longer it lasts. So we could have like a permanent arrow buff. It would just cost an unreasonable amount of money. Already it's going to last for 5 seconds and give me a 200% attack speed bonus. And the next boss already, we've got a few bosses coming in. That one made it to the wall, that one also made it to the wall, but they didn't even get a hit off. I just went ahead and skipped the waves. It seems to play the current wave, but then throws a bunch of bosses to you at the end, and then you get to skip the 5. I don't really understand it either, but I'm not that smart. I'm just here to fire arrows at things until they die. We got the boss coming in, we're going to use the arrow power to absolutely melt him and him. Which brings us all the way to wave 51 already, and we're still making it look easy. Our archers are just too strong. Wow, the bosses come at us so quick now. Okay, we're going to have to use our power just to try and get them down because they're actually killing my tower. They almost had it. Jumping right ahead to wave 60 with our colossal damage. It probably looks like nighttime to all the oncoming enemies. It's just a complete shadow of arrows at all times. We're absolutely melting through the wave still, but the boss is coming in. Ooh, they do get quicker. Alright, we're going to use the ability and destroy him. The only thing that told me is we need more damage. We're going to add another 5% damage. And then we're going to upgrade a few more archers. These cost $12,000 each at this point, but now they all have gold helmets and they have red armor. And I've upgraded my castle one more time. It now has a roof. I'm hoping we can just replay this wave again and again because this would be good for money and experience. But that's all largely going to depend on if we can defeat the boss without me having to be here to activate an ability. So far he's there, he's hitting my thing. Yeah, he'll die before, so we're good to go. And again, level up my bonus gold a little bit with both of my gold bonus idiots. Because we're already getting about $10,000 a round. Just a little bit of grinding later, we've got $1.6 million. Plus the extra 22 levels certainly isn't going to hurt. I'm going to put those largely into damage. Apparently 20 is max level, so we've hit max level on a few different things. Aside from that, we want more gold. We want a lot more gold. And I don't really know what else to do with the money, so I'm just going to put $1.6 million just into archer upgrades. Because I really feel like they're our bread and butter. For some reason they lost their helmets and gained hair. I'm not going to complain. We're just going to watch them destroy, and we're going to make more gold than ever before. We have a leftover $30,000 just because I didn't feel like spending it. I just wanted to see how these super upgraded archers would do against the boss, because I feel like our damage went up quite a lot. So he still makes it to the wall. The archers don't really focus on him that much, but he did die. The archers make the biggest difference against just waves of enemies. Like this is an advanced next wave and we're absolutely decimating them. They're not getting anywhere past the row of arrows, and I haven't even used my ability yet. Oh, the idiots are starting to get through just a little bit. We should have a boss coming in at some point, at which point we're going to use the arrow ability. There we go, and that's going to help, yeah, absolutely destroy both of them. Wave 71, and the arrows are just flying and flying and flying. They're basically max damage upgrades. We can still upgrade individual archers, but it feels almost redundant at this point. We're absolutely destroying everything. I decided I needed to do a little bit bigger of a skip, provided we can win this wave. We're going to jump from 72 to 92. We basically already grinded out what we need for that anyway. So as soon as the bosses start appearing, we're going to hit the arrow ability. Ooh, they're coming in strong. They're hitting hard, but we hit harder. And he's dead. I'm also going to spend $190,000 upgrading the bonus gold, just because you can never have too much gold. Both of those are maxed out, so we're getting 80% extra gold. So this is simply wave 92. We got enemies also coming from over there now, apparently. I don't feel like they're going to pose as much of a problem, because we put a lot of money into upgrades. Probably millions of dollars more than we've had to up to this point, but we did just because we can. You can just never have too much damage. At this point, I've got $150,000. I don't even know what to spend it on. I guess I could make my idiot stronger. Like, this guy's really cheap still. $750 to upgrade him? Why would I not upgrade him a bunch? And Zeus can also get an upgrade. Zeus can get a lot of upgrades. And then it's on to the next battle. Why is there a statue of a dragon in the background? Is that new? I might have just not noticed that before legitimately. I mostly stare at all the arrows hitting all the idiots because that's the fun thing. I should probably actually upgrade one of the valuable heroes. As much as I like Zeus, I'm pretty sure some of the others were a lot more expensive and therefore probably better. Like this one makes friends. 4 monsters for 3.4 seconds. If I keep turning that up, it at least makes them friends for longer. And I think it turns their individual damage up. I keep forgetting I can also just upgrade my castle more too, so I should do that. But I should also eat vegetables and start drinking so much coffee, but that's not going to happen. We should have a boss at the end of this, as it is wave 95. So we'll see if we actually get to see the boss. There it is, blue thing coming in. We're going to pelt it with arrows and all the catapults. Done. Reducing my cooldowns probably would have been a smart thing to do a while ago too, considering everything is just constantly cooldowns. But we did upgrade the archers instead. That's where all our damage comes from, is the archers. The heroes up top, I'm sure they do good, but it's all about the archers. Wave 98. Earlier I would have been absolutely destroyed by this. I was fighting like 3 zombies in total for a wave. Now it's a constant stream of morons, but we're melting them. I don't even know how much money we're making per round at this point. We're back up to $90,000 already. I'm gonna upgrade one of my mage summoners. It's just doing extra damage per hit for them, so they do a little more damage. Or maybe they do a lot more, I'm not really sure. I do see the skeletons out there once in a while, but they're mostly just sort of a shield to slow down the enemies in range of the arrows. There they go now. They do go out. I'm sure they hit reasonably hard. It's just hard to see amongst the rain of arrows. It's wave 99 and I'm not at all feeling challenged, even in the littlest bit. And I put most of my money in upgrades into finding more gold. Speaking of upgrades, let's upgrade our castle a few more times. I have another room for heroes and a dragon statue upgrade. A dungeon? I'm not sure oh, okay, we actually have to fight a dragon who is promptly destroying us. That's good to know though. I should have done this a while ago because we could have been a lot stronger by now. There's all sorts of cool things we can still add on. Well, we all know you're not here for making the good or right choices. I'm just here to grind up a bunch of damage and see what that does. That's pretty much all I ever do. I would like to slay a dragon, but let's see how wave 100 goes. So far it's just like 99. We're melting everyone right as soon as they get to the skeleton zone, but we're about to get a boss coming in at some point too, and I presume on level 100 it's gonna be something special. What do we got? It's the guy with the open mouth, and he's dead. I expected more special, but now there's a tower in the background. For only 75,000, I can do archer training, 30% more town archer damage. I've got a lot of archers, so that's a big upgrade. And then I'm going to put a Thor up front on a horse. He's going to sit in front and auto thunder things. Then I'm going to put a frozen tower to slow enemies as they come in. And then a lightning tower also, because we can freeze them and shock them. Wave 101, I got Thor out there on his horse, absolutely eviscerating everything before they get anywhere close to me. I think he's actually really strong, but everything else, the archers are doing 30% more damage too, so we're just doing stupid amounts of damage at this point. I'm not going to take $115,000 and just upgrade my castle with that, mostly just so that I could have more HP because we're going to fight the dragon again. I'm going to fight the green dragon. I assume it's the babiest of the dragons, but I'm pretty sure all of them are still just straight up a dragon. We can actually take him down. The health is dropping. Okay, maybe he is a bit of a baby dragon. I didn't want to offend him too bad the first time around. Okay, you know what? He might still beat us. He is still a dragon after all. We'll see if our flurry of damage can catch up. Oh, it's so close. I think he's going to have this one. I think I can make a few small changes to defeat the dragon. For one, castle wall defense plus 5%. Number two, $100,000 and 20% more hero damage because I have a lot of heroes. Then we're going to upgrade the castle HP a little bit, or maybe a lot. Then also upgrade the heroes, especially the ones that are particularly low level. I've also swapped out the slow tower to a damaging tower that auto attacks. So let's see how this goes against the dragon. I've learned one of the big things about the dragon is it really depends on what spawns around it, because if it spawns a bunch of little idiots to be a meat shield, I can't fight both. If it was was just a dragon, we would absolutely destroy it. But as you can see here, we got a bad spawn. We're probably not going to beat the dragon. Actually, we might. We just barely snuck by. We defeated the dragon officially. Now we're going to attack a treasure chest. So we're going to land some damage on that, and we got a ring. Plus 2% damage, yes. Next time we'll fight a bigger, badder dragon.